So in this video, I want to talk about two trades that were sent out to Statstics Pro members from the algorithms I create, one that I took and one that I didn't, and why I took one and why I didn't take one. This is a kind of glimpse into my thought process when it comes to these things. So for those who don't know, Statstics Pro is a weekly email where I put out an email and a video covering the output of algorithms that I've been working on and testing for many years. These go from trend following to pullback to soon to be a revision to the mean algorithm, rotational strength, that type of thing. The idea is that the way I think about the market is that using technical analysis alone, just drawing lines and things like that, you're probably not going to do the best. And then if you just do statistics alone, where you're just looking at statistical advantage, I think, probably going to do better. But I think that the combination with most things rely somewhere in the middle, right? Using statistics to say, here's a basket of names that I'm interested in trading, and then using basic technical analysis on top of that to say, I'm going to look to buy here and sell here based off what I'm seeing on the chart and watching the price action as it unfolds. That combination of those two things is where I think my edge lies on top of just basic technical analysis as a chartered market technician. So I want to go over two trades, one I took, one I didn't, and obviously it doesn't always work like this, where the trades that I don't take work and the trades that I do take, or sorry, that I don't trade don't work, and the trades that I take work. Obviously, it doesn't work like that all the time. I just noticed something that I thought would be a good example of essentially my thought process behind this. So we're going to get started. We're talking about this algorithm that I'm showing on the screen right here, and this is just a pullback algorithm. The idea is that we're looking for something that was very strong on, say, week one, and then when I run my systems and I run my tests over the weekend, it gives me entry prices for if this stock pulls back on week two. We're looking to buy into that pullback on a really strong name, and then we're looking to exit in a week or so pullback. Very good results, but you can see, like anything, there's periods of time where it doesn't work. There's periods of chop. There's months, sometimes I think a couple negative years that have taken place. I go all the way back to 2000 when I run my back test because I want to see how it did in 2000 when the dot-com bubble exploded. I want to see 2008 when there was the great financial collapse, and I also want to see, this 2015 to 17 choppy period. I get to cover all of the most recent bear markets if I start at the year 2000. So that's the back test, just to say, hey, doing this thing in this way and trading these symbols that I send, at least in this 20-year back test, shows a statistical edge over the market. And that's what we're looking for. Then on top of that, we want to apply our eye. So first of all, I want to start here with Mankind. This is a trade that I took, and I took the trade right at this price. So this green price right here is the trade ideas price alerts, where I can set these and I can actually share these exact price alerts. I share them in the email that I send out every weekend, just saying, hey, this is looking at, 591 was the official trigger. So this is a very slow and large corporation that doesn't really move too much. Not a For a pharmaceutical company, this isn't something that explodes one way or the other. So the idea was it had this strong move, and we're trying to buy a pullback the next week. That pullback was triggered. So I want to focus on this candle and why I took this trade. One, came through the price, and then later in the afternoon, there was some buying coming in. You could see that on that candle that, yes, there were some buyers, some people were supporting the price right here. Then I also want to take a look, we'll focus on this date right here, which if we go to the Qs or the SPY or any ETF, that was this candle right here. So we closed right at the lows of this candle on the market, but Mankind was able to close higher on the day, showing that there was some movement into this particular stock. There was some support from institutions or whatever buying it. Now, not an amazing trade so far, but ever since I purchased that, I've never really been underwater since. I'm going to hold this for a week or so, see if we can make a run at this highs. If it reverses, which it totally could, I'll probably be out below this low right now, so about a break-even trade right now. Now, one triggered today, and this is what gave me the idea for this video, where I posted in the room that we have on Substack. If you are a member of Statstics Pro and you're not in the room, definitely get in there because we're chatting not constantly, because we are systematic traders where we do a lot of waiting, but we are talking about this kind of thing. And I actually mentioned this as well, that this is why I wait to see what price action occurs, because you can see the same idea. This was looking for this strong week that happened last week, and we were looking for a pullback into this $32 area. Now, it sliced through there and never looked back. If we go into the intraday chart, you can see why I really just wasn't interested, because this is the opening candle, and this green line right here is the trigger price, and it was just bleeding right through. You can see the intraday moving averages, not even interested in getting started. A little bounce that happened right here and then just sold back off. So nothing, I'm not interested if this type of price action occurs. Now, we're going to take this and we're also going to combine this as it's sitting right on lows at the time recording this. And let's just quickly switch over again to the market, the S&P 500. See this rallying all day. It was sold off a little bit on the open, so that was in line with what was happening in the market. But when the market turned, and the Qs and all, IWM, this all looks the same. When the market turned and started to push higher, we have no love from our CAG. So we have relative weakness on top of absolute weakness. So the movement of the price is weak. The movement of the price relative to the market is also weak. So it's not a bounce that I'm interested on to taking today, right? I'm going to leave this on watch. I'm going to watch this one closely, and I'm going to see potentially what's occurring here on this particular name, where say tomorrow we start to push higher again, then maybe I'll take a little bit with a stop under this swing low, but probably not, right? For now, I'm not really interested in this name. And this is, I think, the benefit of uh, if there's nothing else that you take from technical analysis, I think it's just basic concepts like this. And the more, it's funny, as someone who's traded technically for almost 20 years now, and for somebody who is a CMT and an analyst, I study all these things. Like most things, at the end of the day, it comes down to the most basic things that you can look at. This isn't rocket science. I didn't put on some sort of weird type of spread, or I didn't put on any crazy indicators. I'm just looking at the price of the stock and where the algorithm's saying to buy. Are other people buying there? That's my main concern. I don't want to be the only one buying, or the price won't go up. And then also, what's it doing relative to the market? If the market's moving higher and this is selling off, then I'm not interested in that as well. So if you like more of these videos, again, on Wednesday, my goal is now just to turn on the camera and just kind of rant about some things that I'm seeing. If you like that, again, share, like, comment, all those things. Those let me know those are interested. If you are interested in trading with Statistical Edge, you want to check out Statstics Pro, you can go to statstitstrading.com. You can check out my website there. I put all the stats for all the algorithms and what we're doing there as well. And I will talk to you guys soon.